Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the CertiK Security Leaderboard Showcase. I'm your host, Munir Jalal. As you all know, in this showcase, I host a guest for a live AMA where we discuss their work with CertiK, the Security Leaderboard, and we throw in some live questions from you, the viewers. Our goal is to raise the standards of security in the Web3 ecosystem. The Web Security Leaderboard can be found at CertiK.com. It's a free tool to help you safely navigate the blockchain world. Today, I'll be joined by Ridotto. They're contributing $500 worth of award to today's live questions. Make sure you read the rules on the Twitter post at CertiK Community in order to qualify for the rewards. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ridotto and the report.
Auditing is a complicated and essential step in the security process. At CertiK, we review the top DeFi projects to help you better understand the findings from our experts. Ridotto is the first cross-chain gambling and lottery protocol based on complete transparency, anonymity, security, and fairness. This audit covers Ridotto on the Ethereum platform. The project summary describes the audit and the types of analyses used. Overview shows the programming language, the blockchain used, and a link to the project's codebase. The vulnerability summary lists issues that need resolution. The audit scope displays which contracts were audited. Findings highlight all issues and ranks them in terms of severity, from critical to discussion. In this audit, we found 0 critical, 2 major, 1 medium, 8 minor, and 7 informational issues. Ridotto has resolved 13 issues. Visit CertiK.com for the full report.
Welcome, Mohammed and Farouz. I'm thrilled to have you join us today. Can you go ahead and give us a brief background on yourself, as well as introduce Ridotto?
Okay, thank you, Jalal. Thank you for hosting us today and to give us this opportunity to share Ridotto with your community. So from my part, I'm Mohammed. I'm the co-founder of the Ridotto. I'm managing for the moment the role of the CTO at Ridotto. I've been in the sphere for several years, managing several roles from a tech lead developer to an architect, and also designing a software solution at scale. Thank you. I will pass mic to Farouz.
So hi everyone. Thank you for hosting us. I'm Farouz. I'm one of the 2 founders of Ridotto. I'm now playing the role of the CMO, so I'm handling all the aspects of marketing, communication, partnerships, and PR. I have orchestrated several successful launches for several years, besides some of the leading companies worldwide. So I have implemented digital marketing, communication, partnership strategies with L'Oreal, Nestle, and other companies. So yeah, thank you for hosting us today.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for the introduction. Let's jump in here. What went into the decision for the Ridotto to launch on Ethereum?
So the main decision of using Ethereum as a base blockchain to launch our token, to launch our product, is first of all the maturity of the ecosystem. So as you know, once we launch or we do a fundraising, we need a launchpad. So Ethereum was one of the blockchain where a launchpad was ready for us. Besides to this, we need to expose a token with some DAO capability to be able to expose it as a decentralized solution, and also implement all those vesting schedule, etc. So Ethereum is one of the blockchain that meets those expectations in order to launch and to do the raise for Ridotto. So
Excellent.
besides to this, maybe I have just to add something. We don't need to forget that Ridotto has a cross-chain capability, and we are not looking just to stay over Ethereum. So we are launching over several EVM blockchain and expand to other RISE.
Okay, well, that's a great segue to my next question here. So I read in your white paper, it does state that your platform has cross-chain capabilities and it lists 5 other chains, ADA, Solana, BNB, Avalanche, DOT. Can you talk to that? Is that true? Is that in the works? What's the future look like?
Yes, for sure. The solution itself is designed to be a cross-chain, but before reaching the cross-chain maturity, we need to be a multi-chain. So for the moment, we are expanding over several EVM blockchain. What it means, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. So for the moment, we deployed our first future on BC. We are also aiming to deploy the rest of set of functionality. It means the lottery-like game, the slots on BC, and also expand over other EVM like blockchain. So it means Avalanche, etc. In addition to that, we are also aiming to have as a core blockchain the Cardano one. But for the moment, as you know, exposing a gambling protocol or betting protocol need to have some crucial layer or crucial technical integration, such as Oracle as example, and those layers aren't yet present there. So we will keep exposing ourselves over EVM for the moment.
Excellent. So a lot of great future coming up here with development. A little bit of a switch in gears here. Interesting market we're seeing at the moment. A bear market, winter market, if you want to call it. Are you guys worried? What do you think of what's going on, and how does that impact you?
Yeah, I'll take the lead on this one. So I really believe that there are some projects that really doesn't know what bear market is. Solid projects with solid fundamentals, real utility, an innovative approach, a solid team, and also a very supportive community takes this as an opportunity in order to build even more and more efficiently. And this is what we want to do with Ridotto. We will take this in order to do some amazing partnerships, to take the opportunity to list on several sexes. And as you all know, gambling is a very lucrative sector. It is demonstrated that over all crises, it is one of the sectors that outperform the markets. So people always need to have fun. In bear market, they also need passive income, and Ridotto is affording both. So I really don't have any worries about Ridotto in any market conditions.
Awesome. Great time to build, and a good response to your investors as well. So that's great news.
Yeah, thank
Just
you.
switching gears back again here to strategy. In one of your strategy pillars, you state having sustainable and responsible releases. How do you plan on making Ridotto sustainable when people have so many other gaming options that have been around for longer than Ridotto?
This is a wonderful question, and I'll just use it to revert back and ask you the same question. Have you ever heard of any multi-chain gambling protocol that gives you the possibility to be the house and share the profits of the house?
No, I have not. Tell me more.
Okay, so basically, we are not any random online casino that only accepts cryptocurrency as payments. We are completely reinventing the gambling sector. So Ridotto is the world's first cross-chain gambling and lottery protocol that enables users to not only play games, which traditional casinos and online casinos does, but also to build on the top of the protocol and bankroll them as well. So to just jump on your question concerning the sustainability, sustainability for us will come from bringing a touch of innovation in every small aspect of the project. I mean, we really want to be the fresh air of newness in every feature we launch, and this is kind of our motto. And I will just give you a kind of small examples to illustrate my words. We started the adventure by reinventing the gambling mechanisms by creating the first fully decentralized and community governed casino in the world, and we're really proud of this. Then we created the casino ownership NFTs. Those NFTs are one of a kind NFT that allow the user to own their own casino product and to have ownership on them via NFTs. And this is only happening by staking RDT, which is the Ridotto token. Then we created a whole new utility for casino games in the crypto sphere. They now don't only serve for to have fun and play games, but we try to give them extra utility and newness and freshness. So they don't serve only for playing now, but they have a B2B dimension, which is even new to the traditional gambling. So now crypto projects can use them as an engaging, non-inflationary incentive that substitutes to the traditional staking. And there are
Good.
many other examples that I can give. But if you want to learn more, you can just check our Medium or join us in our official channels.
Excellent. Great response. Let's dig a little bit further into that area. We all have probably gone to Vegas once in a while, right? Done a bit of gambling, put some money in the slot machines. For a typical gambler from any age, young to old, what's the attraction? I mean, why would a gambler come to your platform, have to connect their crypto wallet and then play? I mean, as opposed to walking in a casino and doing this, is there any atmosphere provided by you guys, the player, that would match what a typical casino player is looking for as they walk into, say, Vegas casinos?
Yes. So basically, after the COVID crisis, there was a real shift in the gambling sector, and people went more to gamble online than in real casinos. And in Ridotto, we are taking this as a huge opportunity. We are here in the right timing, and we are building a very immersive and intuitive web app with a very sleek UI and UX that will simplify that will break first this barrier of online gambling, and that will simplify the gambling to newbies. So to answer your question, a typical casino goer is looking for fun, excitement, risk taking, challenges, and also a special treatment. This is what we are working on at Ridotto, and this is our main focus. So we are trying to design a completely personalized gaming experience where each user have his own identity on the Ridotto platform and Metaverse via PFPs. So excitement and fun are guaranteed since we are creating a kind of tribes. Each tribe will serve as an entry point into Ridotto gamified group. We are organizing some challenges, competitions, perks, and rewards. So this is how we are attracting new people into Ridotto, and this is how we are making it crisp.
Cool, great. I like the idea of simplicity, especially with people coming into this space for the first time. But yeah, I mean, hearing you say that the platform is going to provide excitement, I think this is where, this is part of the whole gambling experience, right? I noticed you mentioned Metaverse as well. What is Ridotto looking to do in building a headquarter into the Metaverse? Do you guys see opportunity for potential gaming in the Metaverse for future?
So for this topic, I will take the lead. So we are already working with our partner, Netverka, in order to expose Ridotto following a two-step strategy. So first of all, we will just expose headquarters of Ridotto with no integration, with no game integration, which means it will just give us the visibility or the feasibility over the second step. The second step is more where we will develop and do the mapping between Metaverse game and the real backend of Ridotto. So for sure, Ridotto will be present there following two major steps.
Excellent. Love that answer. More excitement for future as well. So that's great. Switching over here, topics, my favorite topic, security, and in particular, why CertiK, we could talk about that. So first question, why did you choose to go ahead and actually, beyond just the audit, bring on Skynet as a solution?
So besides our internal tooling and security measure, we saw in CertiK audit and also Skynet integration a huge add-on. In fact, it combined a lot of set of metrics that are crucial for our project. So here we see analytic of transaction, analytic of social metrics, and also the market itself. So managing those metrics and combining it with our internal tooling, it gives us a huge step toward securing our project.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I'm glad to hear that as well. Diving into the audit report itself, looking at that, you left two major centralization issues unresolved. Can you speak to why you chose your solution over CertiK security experts recommended, or do you have plans on resolving those issues in the future, and if so, by when?
In fact, we didn't really left those integration. We just delayed them as we are in phase with what CertiK proposed. So if I remember well, those two major issue was related to the centralization risk. So for the moment, the protocol of Ridotto, if it is managed by the Ridotto team, which means the team will define parameters, which mean how many NFT you can earn, as example, what pool do we have, etc. So for the moment, Ridotto will operate this through also a security process. We have multi-sig wallets, we have multi-approval, etc. To be able to resolve this issue, we need to include a DAO, which is a part of our roadmap. So as soon as a DAO is established, we will be able to change the ownership or transform this role of governor into the new DAO, where the community will operate and will define the parameter, will define the roadmap of the project. So it is pretty in phase with the Ridotto roadmap. It is just delayed for the moment.
Okay, excellent. I'm glad to hear that you guys are working on that in the future on your roadmap as well. Centralization issues are pretty tough out there. They're kind of very important as well to take care of. Great. So let's switch over and take some live questions here. I'm going to go look over here for a second. If you have live questions, please, or questions, can you please put them in the comments here? A lot of accolades here. So I've got one for you here. According to the roadmap, what are the most important next priorities for you? Does your team have enough funds and strong community to achieve those milestones?
Yes, I can take the lead for this question. So the next major milestone for us will be to propose the first set of game. So we will go with a lottery. And besides to this, we are also willing to expose an internal incentive program which is linked to the Ridotto reward project allocation with long-term staking and LP farming solution. So this will be the next huge milestone. After this, we will look to expose some other games that look like a lottery. I won't disclose too much about this. We will share in our Medium blog some detail about this. And by the end of Q2, we will more look into exposing the slot, our first slot. Once those games are ready, we will be able to expose the lab for the community, which means people who already farmed their own NFT, they will be able to deploy their first set of game. So this is regarding our delivery from the product view. I see that in the question, the user also asked about if we have enough fund in order and community in order to achieve those milestones. So I can assume that Ridotto for the moment will be able to continue to deliver even in this bad market condition. So we have the needed input in order to keep up the delivering without creating any pressure over the team or the project itself.
Good, excellent. That's a great answer. Let's go ahead and look some more questions. If you got any questions, please put them in the comments. Got a question for you here. What really makes RDT unique in the world of crypto and non-crypto online casinos?
So maybe Firuz, you can take the lead on that.
Yeah, so as we explained before, Ridotto is not um, doesn't have any. We have three pillars in Ridotto. So we have the play part, where we have the major competitors. We have the build part and the bankroll part. So for those two last pillars, we don't have any competitor yet on chain. So for the build parts, we are proposing to the users, developers, projects, and KOLs the opportunity to build on the top of our protocol and use our games either for the sake of playing and having fun, or for projects in order to have an engaging, gamified way, an incentive, an added utility for the token. And for the KOLs, we have also another use case, which is engaging better with the community. Instead of just doing some Gleam campaigns, they can use our games. And concerning the bankroll part, so I know that all of you know the quote that says the house always wins. Ridotto keeps that it keeps that quote, and we tweak it in a smart way. So yes, the in Ridotto, this is our ADN and our main differentiation between other projects. We are giving the possibility to the community to become the house, and I don't think that it's not. I don't think there is no project yet in the blockchain that affords this, and we can assume that in traditional world there's not. So we are for now in those two pillars we have a huge competitive advantage at the moment.
That's also probably an incentive for people to probably come online here and join your platform. So that's a great answer.
Yep. Thank you.
Here, let's look for another question. Could you tell me a little bit about your token that is used in your ecosystem? How does it work? What kind of utilities it provides to users, and how it contributes to growth of your ecosystem?
Okay, I can manage this. So the RDC token, or the Ridotto native token, will be used as the fuel of the ecosystem, which means the interaction with the protocol will be token-based. We try to not give Ridotto a store of value, which means don't propose a slot machine as example that will work with Ridotto, or a huge lottery that will work with Ridotto, to keep up with a sustainable release. So I let you imagine having that big lottery where the prize is 1 million and giving all the prize with RDT token. So this will be pretty bad for project growth. So the RDT token will be linked to the fuel of the ecosystem. It means that once a user will need to deploy a lottery or a slot, he will need to get that NFT that give him the ownership of lottery or slots. And to get this that specific NFT, he need to stake RDT and farm it in order to deploy, or in order to do some extra customization that we will see later. The user will need to pay using the RDT token. So the token will be the fuel of the ecosystem. You can compare it like the fuel of Ethereum. When you deploy smart contract and interact with it, you need to pay with ETH. So here it's look like the same. You need to pay with RDT once you do some extra customization or action on the protocol itself.
Good, great answer. Okay. I got one more question. I think here we can get in. What are the targeted public for NFT slots and lottery? Who will benefit from the games?
I can take the lead on this one. So we have basic players that want to play the games, and if you are talking more about the target customers for Ridotto, so we for the slots and lotteries, we have simple users that want to be the house, so they will own their own slots and lottery. We have also developers that want to develop games. We have projects. So basically, as I explained, we have created an alternative to the staking solution. Basically, in every life cycle of each crypto project, we have the seed round, then the IDO, and then right after this, the project is exposed to the public and to the community, and they have a gap between this period and the launch of their first feature. And this is a very critical and stressful period for each project. So the one solution that is available now is the staking. The staking is have done great results so far, but it has its limitations. One of the huge limitations is that it's not sustainable because it is taken from the reward allocation and injected into the market, while there is nearly no utility for the token. And this is deadly for the project on the long term. So here, what we are suggesting for the project that are launching in the crypto sphere is to use our games to engage differently with their customers, where the users will buy the tickets using their own tokens. So this is an added utility for the project token, and they can use it in the games. So from the other hand, we have the bankrolling part. So there are other people that are going to use the basic staking to be the house in that game, and the APY for those stakers will come from the game itself. So the game is auto financing itself, and the project won't take from the reward allocation to inject into the market. So this is the third target, and the fourth target are the KOLs. Our games in general are meant to be a marketing tool for the KOLs in order to advertise their favorite tokens, and to engage with the community without using Gleam campaigns that are a little bit old now, or giveaways or something like this. So these are the targets for our solution.
Excellent. That's a great comprehensive answer. I like that. So just coming up here on time, let's wrap up here. What's your plans for the future? And if you can leave us with some last words on where to find more information about Ridotto. So starting with plans for the future and also more information on Ridotto, if you can cover that.
Yeah, our plans is to work hard in order to deliver the maximum and to be the reference in the decentralized casino on-chain. So we want Ridotto to be the reference in the gambling sector on-chain. This is concerning our plans, and you can find more information about Ridotto in our Twitter. So it's ridotto.io, or Telegram or Discord, or you can find more information. We have some quality content that we are keeping up in our Medium. And we are always on the groups. So if you have more questions that we can cover now, you can jump on our community groups on Telegram or Discord, and we are always here to answer your questions. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for that answer, and thank you, Mohammed, as well. That is all we have left for today's show. I want to thank the Ridotto team for coming on the show. Be sure to like and subscribe to our show, and we'll see you all next time.